We're on the 11th floor and just want to show you what it looks like. 4 elevators. What's really cool is that when you're here, you get this like shoe shiner thing. But this is connected, so you can't move this. It's like, it feels like it's glued. Under this cabinet is like the Ethernet port that they use this to plug in the TV. And I use this to connect to my laptop, which gives me better internet.
No! 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 What's up, dudes? Ray here. So I guess we hate Justin Wong now? Is that where we're at in the fighting game community? He posts a travelogue video about his time in Saudi Arabia where he was paid to commentate, and all of a sudden he's a human rights hating, bloodthirsty, child killing, nuclear bomb wanting global threat and tied with the evil that is Saudi Arabia. Let's talk about it. So for years, Saudi Arabia has been trying to pretty much get all of esports over there. I think they're heavily investing in the future of esports, and they're trying to be the end all be all go to when it comes to grand esports tournaments and things like that. Fighting game community is no exception. For a while, Saudi has been real interested in the fighting game community, so much so that last year they started their Eastern World Championships, which is pretty much a Saudi Arabia fighting game tournament. And this year they bought Evo, which has upset a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure we all know why nobody is happy with this move to Saudi. So fast forward to now, and that whole situation is still controversial, right? People are still upset about it. And in the middle of this, Justin Wong releases a travel vlog where he goes to Riyadh and he samples the food. He was there to commentate on a tournament, and he used his travel vlog to kind of showcase his other journeys. And boy, did that not settle with a group of people. All of a sudden, he's a sympathizer. You think he was Sergeant Slaughter turning on Hulk Hogan in the WWF when Slaughter defected to Iran during the Gulf War, right? This was at this level. I mean, it was crazy to see how many people voiced strong opinions over what it essentially was Justin Wong just doing a travel vlog. And here's the crazy thing about it is a lot of these people are bringing up points and talking about how he was paid to do this, he's a shill to do this, and all of this. Now let's deconstruct this. Let's break this down and let's prove all of that wrong with logic. Now in this video, I'm going to be using some clips from one of my favorite FGC content creators, Button Check, who also did a video on this. This is actually what caught me up to attention on this. So check his video out, check his channel out. A lot of you probably already know him. The guy's pretty much famous at this point. Really cool content creator, does a lot of really cool stuff. I'm not going to be going as in depth as he did on this. So I strongly suggest check that video out if you want to know more about this whole situation. I pretty much am just going to throw my 2 cents in here and kind of offer some insight into this whole thing, because I think a lot of this is being blown out of proportion, not by Button Check, but by the internet as it is. And hear me out. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And here we go.
At first, I was very confused because I'm like, okay, what triggered this? And the reason I was thinking that is because we've been going to Saudi. The EWC has been a thing.
So he isn't wrong. We've been doing this for at least a year, right? And all of a sudden now it's a big issue because Justin's sitting here doing travel vlogs. And it is kind of confusing. Why is it happening? Well, I have an assumption, and I think the assumption's pretty spot on because I see this happening not just in esports, but you see it in politics, you see it in pretty much any kind of celebrity social life where somebody who has a big enough name, who carries big enough impressions, right? It's so easy to target those people with bad things. Now, let's face it, Justin Wong is one of, if not the single most recognizable face in the fighting game community. He is easily one of the faces of the fighting game community. And he is really kind of the first person you think of when you start thinking about the fighting game community. So it's safe to assume that his name carries more weight than pretty much anybody else in the FGC. And I don't say that to diminish anybody. I just say that to really emphasize how Justin Wong has transcended fighting game community and has become pretty much a cultural icon. And with that kind of influence, you are so much more scrutinized over the dumbest shit, like doing a travel vlog, right? So that's my assumption as to why this is happening. That's what I'm going with, is because it's easy to look at somebody that's in a big spot like Justin Wong and criticize everything that he does, and to use him to push whatever agenda you may push, anti this, pro that, whatever, right? I'm not here to get political. I'm not a political person, but I can see why everybody's piling on Justin Wong instead of everybody else who also probably did vlogs and have done other things, right? Like he said, this is nothing new, but I see now with the more popular that Justin gets, the bigger the target on his back is going to be. Now, while it's easy to look at all this criticism that Justin has been getting over this and dismiss it as just stupid dogpiling on somebody that doesn't deserve it, which honestly it really is, it still spawns from a very real and a very legitimate concern from some people who look at this whole Saudi situation and still are uneasy and uncertain about the future of fighting games. And I want to take some time to address that as well. Now, I'm not too sure on the age of a lot of you people watching this, but I know a lot of you old heads that have been in the FGC for a minute will completely understand what I'm about to say. When I really think about all of the gaming communities out there, right? All of the RPG players, all of the MMO players, all of the FPS players, all different types of communities out there. I don't think there is another community out there that has such an ironclad, immutable soul as the fighting game community. When you really go out there and you look at the tournament scene for all these genres, you look at even the content creator side of all these genres, there it really isn't a scene as vibrant and as personable as the fighting game community. We got all walks of life from all over the world, representing all types of races, creeds, all of that, all coming together to celebrate a genre of video games. Out of all of the genres out there and out of all of the communities out there, I would say the fighting game community is easily the most self-regulating community. And what do I mean by that? Ever since the beginning, ever since I at least was exposed to the fighting game community, all the way until now, it's always been the same core values. You know, you finish the set, you show respect, you celebrate a great game, and you come together and you enjoy something that really brings us all together. Now, sure, there are detractors in it. There are people that are kind of like the assholes of the fighting game communities, right? You still got your low tier gods and your dark side fills, but look at how they're treated. Look at how they're viewed. Look at their place in this world, right? The fighting game community is so heavily self-regulated that I think it's a great idea that it goes to Saudi, because I really don't think Saudi Arabia is going to change the fighting game community. I don't think that Saudi buying all of this is going to change how we all as a community play games, how we all as a community come together, how we all support each other, how we all love each other, how we all compete with each other, and how we all bring out the best in each other. I can honestly tell you that I believe 100% in my soul that the fighting game community has a bigger chance of changing Saudi Arabia than Saudi Arabia has of changing the fighting game community. And I think this is a crucial opportunity that we have, because we can go over there and we can show a whole society, a whole culture of people on a grand stage in front of the world how to be good human beings. We should go over there and we should be so unapologetically the fighting game community that it either forces Saudi Arabia to change with us or to give us back. One of those two is going to happen, but I don't think that Saudi will ever change what has made this community so great. And I think if they try to, then we'll just start over, right? If they try to take Evo, fuck it, let them have it. We'll throw our own tournaments. We still got Combo Breaker. We still got Tampa Never Sleeps. We got Sage M Slam. We got all these great tournaments we can still run that, fuck it. If you want to take Evo, take it. Who cares? We'll go do our own thing, because it wasn't long ago that Evo was our own thing, and that we did take something underground and we moved it and we pushed it and we carried it to the very top of esports, to where fighting games, I feel like, have become much more popular than other games when it comes to esports. And so for those of you who may be questioning this, who may have uncertainties about this, trust in the community. Please trust in the community that brought you up and that raised you to be the good person that you are now. Trust that we as a collective have enough self-respect and enough pride in what we have done, what we have created, that we would never let any entity, government, socially, religious, or otherwise, dictate how we play. So yeah, that's been my 2 cents about this whole situation. I think people that are using this whole Justin Wong travel vlog as ammo, or at least trying to use it as ammo against him to push some stupid anti-whatever agenda is kind of dumb. I think if you really felt that strongly about what's going on over there, you'd be more active in other things than just flaming some dude's travel vlog video that he made because he wants to document his life. It's dumb. The whole situation is dumb. But at the same time, there are still some real concerns about Saudi Arabia and their influence on the fighting game community. But I want to end it with the clip from our boy over there at Button Check. I think he really captured the essence of what I feel with all of this. And I don't think there's any entity, government, religious, or otherwise, that's ever going to change the fighting game community. Because at the end of the day, the fighting game community was made for us, by us. Shout out to all you old heads out there. If you know what I'm referencing there, go take some Centrum.
Video games. It was supposed to be our world outside of our world where we can just get away and game. You like games, I like games. All of a sudden, guess what? We're friends. We didn't talk about no fucking politics, religion, any of that. We were just friends